Making a sandwich requires the right ingredients in the right amounts. But what happens if one important ingredient is missing? Without all the required ingredients, the recipe isn't complete. Chemical reactions work the same way. They also need the correct amounts. Today, we'll discover why chemical equations must be balanced, just like every successful recipe follows the correct proportions. Scientists use chemical equations as a universal language to describe what happens before, during, and after a chemical reaction. The substances we start with are called reactants, while the new substances formed after the reaction are called products. The reaction arrow shows that reactants are transformed into products through a chemical reaction. It tells the story of change. Imagine each Lego block represents an atom. We can rearrange them into different molecules without losing or creating any blocks. Atoms are like building blocks. They can form new substances by rearranging, but the total number of atoms always stays the same. Even though the molecules look different, every atom is still present. That's why balancing chemical equations is so important. An unbalanced scale tells us that something is unequal. The same idea applies to chemical equations when atoms don't match. Once both sides are equal, the balance is restored. Chemical equations must also have equal numbers of each atom. Balancing chemical equations ensures that the law of conservation of mass is always followed in every chemical reaction. Water is made from hydrogen and oxygen atoms. To describe this reaction correctly, scientists use balanced chemical equations. Every hydrogen and oxygen atom must be counted carefully. The same number of atoms must appear on both sides of the equation. When every atom is accounted for, the equation becomes balanced and correctly represents the chemical reaction taking place. Let's become atom detectives. Our mission is to count every atom before and after each chemical reaction. Don't rush. Count each atom carefully, because even one missing atom means the chemical equation is not yet balanced. Excellent work! By counting atoms correctly, you've discovered the secret to balancing simple chemical equations. Working together makes science even more exciting. Let's balance each equation by making sure every atom is counted correctly. Great teamwork! Every balanced equation shows that the number of atoms stays exactly the same before and after the reaction. Fantastic job, science explorers! Now you're ready to test your balancing skills with real chemical equations in our next adventure. Science explorers, it's your turn. Can you identify which chemical equations are balanced and which ones still need correction? Remember, don't guess. Count every atom on both sides of the equation before deciding whether it is balanced. Fantastic! Careful observation and accurate counting are the keys to balancing every chemical equation successfully. Let's practice together. We'll balance one simple equation at a time by carefully counting every atom before making any changes. Remember, we change only the coefficients, not the chemical formulas. This keeps each substance correctly represented during the reaction. Excellent work! With practice, balancing chemical equations becomes easier because you understand how atoms are conserved. Today, we learned that balanced chemical equations follow the law of conservation of mass by keeping the number of atoms equal. Always count atoms carefully and adjust only the coefficients. Never change the chemical formulas when balancing an equation. Every balanced equation tells the story of matter being conserved. Keep exploring, because every great scientist begins with curiosity. Keep asking, keep exploring, and remember, science starts with you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in our next science adventure.